Hello, fellow YouTubers, and welcome. Today I'm in the Buffalo on the map Trident. I'm going to be doing a couple of other maps after this with full commentary, but this particular match was a warm-up match, and the rambling is, well, it amused me, so it may amuse you. I am literally pondering my life choices and rambling away in the background as I play this battle between these two teams. There will be two more battles after that, followed up by a brief chat about the ship, the changes that were made in the last patch, and what they bring to the ship itself. Okay, so enjoy the video. Thank you. So, yeah. Favorite again. Could go with them. Yeah, I should. Okay, I'm lit. Being fired on by the police. Alaska's over there. Okay, let's boot that button. Oops, to be seen. Okay. Oh wow. Took a big hit through my ass. That was kind of unfortunate. Is that the Soyuz? I don't know. That was kind of weird. Not gonna lie. Where's the Yugumo? Here's dead. Yeah, he's pretty dead. Okay, fine. We clear the Soyuz. Out there. Oh, he's turning away. Loading. Okay. Okay. Here's our Ripper. Well played. There's the gear. Alright. And then Fat got him. Okay. Lion coming that way. Give me 6 cents here. At least we know where he is.
He's moving pretty fast. Should I pull our jets? Fire on me. Go. Okay, it's been dealt with.
Destroyed an enemy battleship.
Past this fucking corner. And then we can start shooting, I guess. Okay, go. Oh yeah, we're fast. Turret rotation's a bit slow. I think I know what I'm going to use that point on. Okay. Did return fire on me. Okay. Is he showing broadside enough for the heavy AP? I think so. Spot looks good. Yeah. Spot's great. Let's try that again. Ah, mountain. Oh, you can be forgiven for that. He's angle, so I don't expect much from the heavy AP, but it was enough into the superstructure.
Battleship sunk.
Right. Now this fucking island's in the way, so we gotta bug out. I'm gonna crack a heel here because I need my health to be enough to absorb the Soviet Soyuz 406. Not much fun, that's for sure. Near Mahari is about to have an encounter with the Alaska. Not do much about that. Soviet Soyuz is positioned to latch me. He's going that way. Okay. Gonna have to run to the island below me. Turret rotation is a bit slow. Okay. Let's see if we can do something about this guy. The Alaska, I'm really worried about. Okay, right. Expired. Let's see if the rudder ship can help. Not ideal. Is it gonna hurt? Yeah. Yeah. That's a bit of a problem. Can't do much about the 406. And our SOM is running. See, SOM made a mistake here. If you're gonna run, don't leave the island between you and the target. He's been trapped. He's on the anvil now, and he's waiting for the hammer. The anvil being the island at I-6.
The enemy is about to win.
He's smoking, but he can't turn to starboard, so he's going to get murdered. And he actually got stuck on the edge of the island. Yeah, there you go. No rock in sight, right? But invisible edge caught him. And that's why you don't want to... You want to be aware of your environment, and if you see an island below you, you want to get behind it rather than in front of it, right? See, it's going to be a long day. Not much to write home about there. 33,000 on the Lion, 23k on the Bismarck, 32.5k on the Soviet Soyuz. But those 406s pretty much overmatch us all over, so this is the problem with the power creep in the game.
Hello fellow YouTubers, the map's Haven and it's domination mode. I've done my warm-ups. I think I'm ready, but I haven't played the Buffalo in like years. I say years, maybe a year. She's she used to be a bit of a tub, hard to maneuver. Really felt like a heavy cruiser, more like a battleship to be honest. With some pretty light armor. I'll show you the armor profile, and maybe talk about overpen and overmatch. Anything over 386 is going to overmatch you pretty much everywhere. Maybe an angled side plate on your Citadel, right? You might get away with that, but nah, it's not great. It's not great at all. Plunging 406s or 410s are going to be a problem. You're going to get some of the weirdest Citadels you ever had, and you're going to be asking yourself, how the hell did that happen? And that's how plunging shells. It's something to be aware of. Can you do much about it? No, not really. She's not the fastest accelerating ship in the game, even with the acceleration mod. She's hard to throttle jockey and hard to juke with. Not the easiest ship at all, which is why I guess she got this reputation for being possibly the worst ship in the tree for the Des Moines grind. I mean, I can promise you the Des Moines is a lot better. If you check out some of my Des Moines videos, you'll see that she is a hell of a lot more sprightly and agile and maneuverable than this old tub. That said, the buffs have gone a certain way to make her a little less hard to play. The rudder shift buff was significant. Yeah, okay, Kidakaze, so he's gonna smoke me, and in so doing he's going to block the cap. Right. Of course the black's going behind that island, so he's now a very hard target. I mean, try and catch your targets in the open with the radar, but there is some luck involved in that, to be honest. There's a little bit of luck required. I'm gonna try and get some fires on the Pommern. And I'm just gonna camp this corner for a bit. So you see where we go. I mean, it looks to me like that Pommern's gonna push the cap. I do believe we're gonna get pushed. Yeah. Here he comes.
Lepanto there, blind firing my smoke. Well, the Kitakaze smoke. Those torpedoes are probably from the black. Okay, we got a fire on the Massachusetts. That's good. Dropping some shells on the black. Got one hit. Dispersion was a bit crap. Mind you, he's heading away. And destroyers heading away and angled are very hard to hit indeed. So, don't be too hard on yourselves if you discover that it's not very easy to hit them when they're doing this. He went straight into an island. Okay, so you'd like to think we can get him, but unfortunately our Kitakaze is engaging and is not long for this world. So I don't think that black's going to stay lit very much longer. No, we got a fire on him, that's good. And his engine is broken. Pommern took out the Kita. Damn it. And I think the black got away with that. Yeah. Yeah, he's repaired his fire and engine and slunk off on low health. Yeah, there's a Lepanto. Just gonna back her up behind this island a bit more. Okay, we've got a fire on now. Okay, 9 pans. Must have hit superstructure with those. Alright. Just clipping the edge of this island. Okay, our Pommern took him down. That's a good start. That's a very good start. Now, normally I'd run Hydro. Oh, there's the black over there. I'll send some love his way. Normally I'd run Hydro, but I had a match 2 matches ago where I encountered a aircraft carrier, and there are a lot of CVs in the queue at the moment. So I put defensive AA fire on because that match didn't go too well. The CV basically tore me a new one. So I felt like I needed all the help I could get. Problem is, even with CVs in the queue, it's almost like the matchmaker knows I've loaded defensive AA fire, right? Because guess what? I'm not getting any CV matches now. Whereas before, when I had the Hydro on, every match was a CV match. You ever notice that phenomena? Or am I just imagining it? I'm probably just imagining that shit, right?
Torpedoes, dead ahead.
Yeah.
Torpedoes to starboard.
Okay. We got the cap for the team. Yeah, Lepanto's if I remember rightly, a 12 gunner. She's got like quad rifles in each turret. The good news is she doesn't overmatch me. They're 382s, I think. But they're not above 386. That said, you can still pen me everywhere. Pretty much. Uh-oh, he fired. Fire. Holy crap, that hurt. As I was saying, he dang near dev struck me. Now, I mean, had I been in a Michelangelo at this with this angle, or an Alaska with this angle, I would have probably bounced most of that. That said, if it was SAP, it wouldn't have made much difference, really. Okay. Alright. Because Italian SAP is a thing, right? There's not much left here for me to do. The black's gone. The Lepanto's heading north. So we're going to shadow him. We're just going to turn. What a turning circle. It's not. It's this ship's. The Des Moines is so much better in every way than this particular ship. So bear that in mind. I wouldn't say it's the most painful grind though now. With the new buffs, she performs quite well. The reload buff was definitely worth it. And the rudder shift helps a lot. But I only just cleared that island at full speed. Doing a full combat turn. Okay, Lepanto. It's a battle of the Italian ships there, the Verdi versus the Lepanto. Now, I like to think the Verdi's going to win. But you know what? In case he doesn't, I'm going to head up to those islands north of me and get ready for a duel with the Lepanto. Meanwhile, on the other flank, the Ipiranga is taking C, and the Van Spleek was heading towards B. That's a Dutch Tier 9, if you're wondering. I don't know what's going on with these two. It's going on longer than it should. You know, I think we're going to lose this fight, even though he's on lower health. The Lepanto's on the lower health. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Are they going to ram? No, he's just going to die. Burned to death. Okay. I'm going to keep an eye on him with the radar. See if we can get some cheeky shots over the island. I don't know what the angle's like on that. The bubble looks good on the mini-map, but island in the way. Only hit 2 of those. Okay, he's doing a 3-point turn or something, isn't he? Okay. Yeah, we got a fire on him. Okay.
Our victory is in sight.
Right. Should be able to finish him off with a Riz. Yep, we got a fire. That's probably all I need. Yeah. Okay, good. Okay, and that's this match 1. Nail-biting stuff. And that's the problem with the Buffalo. Every time you encounter a battleship, you are literally biting your nails and wondering if it's going to pen you somewhere weird, and if he's going to citadel you from some strange angle. But the shells to worry about are the ones that are larger than the 386. Gonna compliment you, sir. You played well. Yeah. And yep. Okay, 40k on the Lepanto. Okay. 23k, that was HE damage. 16,962 fire damages. 12k on the Massachusetts. 9k, almost 10k on the Black. And on the Pommern, 2,870. Alrighty then. So main battery, 38k. Fires. That's where you're going to get most of it from. Fires. She's a bit of a lighthouse, so she suits a lighthouse build.
Another glaring problem that I probably didn't point out, which I think is worth talking about, is the armor layout. If you look at the Buffalo, you can see she's got 27 mil of armor virtually everywhere, apart from the superstructure, which is 16 mil, and the turrets, which are 51 mil, and this side plate, which protects the Citadel. Citadel armor is 152. Now the issue here is any battleship with a caliber of above 386 millimeters. Yeah, you heard it here first. Except you didn't probably, but that's by the by. Anything over 386 is going to overmatch your armor almost everywhere. So ships to look out for are ships like the Soviet Soyuz with their 406 millimeter guns. Some of the Japanese sniper ships like the Datara with their 410s. They're just going to punch straight through this. So if you're too well angled, they will pen your deck, they will pen your ship.
And the penetration means big damage, or reasonably big damage. Not as big as a Citadel, obviously, but it's going to hurt. Shooting AP at a Buffalo is a very smart move, and most battleships are going to hurt you. At tier 9, there are now a lot of battleships with greater than 386 caliber weapons. So bear that in mind when you're moving away. Sometimes you're going to have to literally dodge the shells, because if they land, you're going to take quite a lot of damage. If you take the nose off, a similar story. There is Citadel armor. It's quite low. But plunging shells will just go straight through all of this and punch into the Citadel plating. So you expect to get some weird Citadel results when firing at a Buffalo. And if you're in a Buffalo and you're angled away and you get Citadel and wonder why, this is why. 27mm just doesn't cut it. If we look at a ship like, say, the Napoli, actually not so much the Napoli, maybe something on tier. Yeah, let's look at the Michelangelo, right? You instantly see this is a newer ship, and okay, the nose is pretty soft, but if you look at the decking, 40 mil of decking right there. Okay, more than capable of bouncing 406s at the right angle and 410s. And this is my point. These ships are built to handle the higher caliber battleships that have been added to the game. The Buffalo is a very old ship, and nothing's been done about her. Similar story with the Des Moines, really. She can be overmatched, and you need to be aware of that when you're playing her. Okay, well, there we are.
This time we're on Trident. It's arms race. And we're starting on the left side. And we're up against a Pommern, a Jean Bart, and a Gear, a Brinsky, a Black, and an Akitsuki. Another issue, of course, with this ship is since you've got 6 rifles on the back of your ship as well as on the front, you're inclined to want to use them, meaning you'll angle more, meaning that you might get penned more. I mean, with the Des Moines, when facing battleships, we usually just go bows on and start looking for an island to reverse behind. If you want to get the absolute maximum out of this ship, you have to take a few risks. And the turret angles or the gun angles aren't that great, considering the potential for overmatch at this tier. You see that angle? It's not terrible, actually. It's better than, say, the Miyoko or the Zhao, but you can still get hurt quite significantly when approaching a target at this angle, mainly because of your paper-thin armor. She feels like a light cruiser with heavy cruiser handling. Okay, we're following the Orange. I don't know if I said that right. But heading towards that regen buff. Okay, there's a Brinsky. There's a Pommern. Okay, Jean Bart's going the other way with their gear. We're just gonna... I want to use the corner of this island, if I'm honest, which is why I'm turning. And my radar's just detected the Akitsuki. Don't think we're gonna hit him. Okay. We're gonna try and slip behind this island before anyone notices. I can see the Akitsuki's trying to avoid me like the plague. Unfortunately, a torpedo got our destroyer, which is very unfortunate. An Akitsuki torch. Okay, we should be able to shoot on the Brinsky here. I think I may have put too much speed on. We're drifting into position. We're drifting into sight, which isn't great.
But he smoked, which is kind of handy, actually. Smoked and put his spotter plane up. Not seeing a spotter plane on the mini-map, but he's got his spotter up. I think me and the Carl are getting pushed by the Pommern and the Brinsky. Pommern's firing on me. Yeah. Got quite lucky there. That was an overpen. Did some decent damage back to him.
Ship is on fire.
Yeah, and we're going to try and disengage behind this island. Because I don't really like the idea of being chewed up by his secondaries. But of course we can't because the Brinsky's on our flank. Okay, no problem. We're out of secondary range, that's the good news. God damn, he hit me hard. Alright. He's angling away, so I don't think the AP is going to be our friend here. Try some HE. That's more like it. Okay. More shells from the Pommern. That might have been the Jean Bart, actually. Jean Bart is in play as well on that side. And I'm sure he can see me from here. But I've gone dark, so... I guess the Brinsky's captain is running RPF. And if I had a 21-point captain in this ship, I'd probably be doing the same. Okay. Against my better judgment, I'd like to hook up with the Brinsky again, maybe take him out of the equation. So we're going to head that way. Cautiously. Because we're down to half health. And my heal isn't off cooldown yet. It's just about to come in now. Okay, let's slap that on. There's the Brinsky. Switching to AP. He looks broadside to me. But moving away behind the island, so we're just going to lift the shells a little bit in case he moves away even more. 5 pence. Okay, we hit him pretty hard, but he hit us pretty hard back. Of course. Of course. Of course. This is a pretty close match, to be honest. I think the teams are quite well aligned for a change. I don't think there's going to be any face rolling in this one. No, slowly. I'm trying to do a 3-point turn here. And it feels like I'm in a 14-wheel truck. Yeah, 14-wheeler. My goodness, this is slow. Okay, there's the Brinsky. Okay, looks like we can get some cheeky shots on the Pommern from here. So we're just going to use the corner of this island again. Let's see if I can project over it. Yeah, just about. Only with my fronts though, unless I'm prepared to risk it. Push forward a little bit more maybe. Yep. Okay, I got all my rifles in play. And of course the Pommern's gone dark. Of course. I'm in a beautiful position here to burned down the Pommern and he's gone dark. There he is. There he is. Oh, no, I should have given that a little longer. I think I didn't give him enough lead. He's actually moving forward quite fast. Yeah, he's accelerating. Those look good. He's turning away now. We've got a fire on him, but he's turning away. He doesn't want to play this game. I don't blame him. Being invisibly shot at by a buffalo. He's put my fire out. So I guess he DC'd. New player, Jean Bart. Okay, 8 pens, 6k damage. You're pretty soft. You are pretty soft, sir. Interesting. Eight pens and a fire. Oh, we're getting some good numbers against this guy. Right, I'm just going to angle. He's not noticed me. Or if he has, he's not that interested. Not yet, anyway. Try the heavy AP. Yeah. And it's back to the HE. As he angles away. Now he's shooting at me. Okay, another overpen. Actually saw the shell come through the side of my hull there and pop into the water. That was crazy. Probably with several crewmen attached to it. Christ. I look like Swiss cheese. You see what I mean? I really do. I look like a Swiss cheese. Okay, Jean Bart. Your time has come. Yeah, he's gone dark. And it's only 2 hits. Okay. I'm going to move up into cap and support the Carl. See if we can hunt down the black. He's a long way up the map from us, though, so I don't know if that's actually going to happen. But it's now 2v2. Jean Bart's low, though. Very low. Just needs a tickle, and he's down. Okay, we're just going to slide it behind this island. There's the black. Unfortunately, he's about to duck behind that island north of me. Don't think we're going to be able to get any shells on him. Angle's too acute. He's too close. And the shells hit the island. Okay. Jean Bart is running with the Carl chasing. Alright.
Torpedoes to port.
I'm just waiting for the black to smoke up. There he goes. And now I'm going to give eyes to the Carl by putting my radar on. So Carl, nail him. You can see him now, my man. He's all yours. Or not. Oh boy. Oh, there we go. Hit him pretty hard there, didn't he? Okay, we get our high caliber. Black's gone dark. So there's a Jean Bart behind me that needs finishing off. Okay, I'm going to pop it between the islands, because if the black's going to chuck torps at me, he's going to be disappointed, right? Finally. Turret rotation. Turret rotation's a bit slow, isn't it, on this ship? Might want to enhance that with a captain's skill. Honestly, these turrets are taking forever. Okay.
On fire.
Uh-oh. Ooh, quite lucky there. And down he goes. Alright.
Ship foundered.
Alright. Okay.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
So we've just got the black to worry about now. And my radar's almost off cooldown, which is great. Tough match. Tough match. Gonna move into cap with the cowl. Keep half an eye out for torpedoes and the black. Oh, he's smoked up over there, is he? Inside the cap. Yeah, okay, he's blocking the cap. Alright. Carl's closing fast.
Gun crews are on full alert.
Press the wrong damn button. Okay, I got him radared. Go on, Carl. Finish him off. You don't, I will. Yeah, okay, there he goes. And it's game over. She's quite a fun ship. I've kind of enjoyed playing her. It's not the easiest grind, though. The tier 9 is the tough grind on this tree. That said, the buffs are very welcome. Make it a little easier for everyone. Reasonable credits, reasonable XP. Let's see how we did. 1,918. That's decent. Almost 2k, so can't complain. Pretty fine match. But she's no Des Moines, okay? She doesn't handle even vaguely like Des Moines. 59k on the Jean Bart, however. 37,000 on the Pommern. On the Brinsky, 21k. And on the Black, 3,500. Okay, on the credits and XP, I was running a 20% booster and only a 100% booster on the research. Had I been running the 800% booster, I'd have got about 50k research out of that, just so you know. Okay, I'm going to run the build and show you exactly what I was running in those matches. That's coming up next. Thank you. So those games were exciting, weren't they? So what's changed with the Buffalo? You're probably wondering. What makes his ship great again? Well, one of the first things they buffed in 13.7 was the maneuverability. So same speed, but better rudder shift. Quite substantially better rudder shift. We're going from an original value of 11.2 to 8.4 second rudder shift, which is appreciated, Wargaming. Thank you for that. I know some of you don't get on too well with the Buffalo, and it's nice to know she's easier to use. You know, that extra mobility will give you a better chance of avoiding incoming enemy fire and a better chance of protecting your citadel. So very much appreciated on that buff. What else has changed? Okay, artillery. Yeah, same guns, but they fire a little further. 0.2 kilometers further. Yes, you heard that right. We're talking about 15.8 kilometers as opposed to 15.6. Huh? Does it go far enough? Probably not. We probably could have done with 16 or 16 and a half. Would have been nicer, but it's a buff. So thank you for that. The other thing they did in 13.7 was they buffed the reload. Yeah. Now this is actually quite useful because with this build we've now managed to get our reload down to 8.8 seconds. The original reload of the ship was 11 seconds without captain build and reload buff in the mods, the reload buff module, but they brought that down to 10 seconds. And that's quite significant because it means we can fire all our guns, all 12 rifles, every 8.8 seconds. And of course, when adrenaline rush kicks in and you're down a bit of health, that's going to come down to 7 seconds, 6 seconds. And when you're on really low health, you'll probably be chuffing out the same level of a full health Des Moines in terms of shellage. So thank you for that. very much appreciated. The reload buff, very nice indeed. Okay, so how did I build this ship? I'll show you what we've got for equipment. In slot 1, I went with main armaments modification 1 because your bread and butter is those 12 barrels I just mentioned. In slot 2, I went for surveillance radar modification 1 because we want to keep this up for as long as possible. So what's that give us? That gives us an action time of 36 seconds. Very handy indeed. And of course, the radar has a range of 10 kilometers. It's not a stealth radar. You have a detectability of 10.7 kilometers. But if something does light you and you give it a few seconds before pressing the button, you will see exactly what lit you, which is very useful. In slot 3, we have aiming system modification 1. Slot 4, we have propulsion modification 1. She is quite a slow ship, so she needs all the acceleration she can get. In slot 5, we've got concealment system modification 1, and we finish the build with main battery modification 3, which of course brings that reload down to that handy 8.8 seconds. You could justify gunfire control system modification 2 on this ship, which would increase your battery range by another 16%. Pushing your guns out from 15.8 to around 17 kilometers. Could be useful in a lot of situations. Could indeed be useful, especially now the reload has been buffed on this ship anyways. So I wouldn't blame you if you use gunfire control system, especially in the current meta. Okay, I'm playing this ship a lot in ranked, so therefore hence the build. I was very disappointed the other day because I got totally owned by a Yorktown. So I've been running defensive AA fire for my rank matches because I find she struggles without it to be much of a threat to aircraft, even with a value of 83 on the AA defense, which you would like to think would be enough, right? But she really does need this if you're getting a lot of carrier matches. Otherwise, it's Hydra all the way, baby. It's Hydra all the way. On the airstrike, she gets 2 attack flights with a very disappointing range of just 7 kilometers. I would like that to have been around 10, but we do have some effective weapon for use against submarines there. As for the captain's build, I've very much gone with the standard American Buffalo build here, starting with gun feeder, moving on to priority target to give us all that extra information about how many people are targeting us, whether they're launching torpedoes, etc. Very useful. Then superintendent, so we get the extra consumables, and then concealment expert, and then after that adrenaline rush. Okay, that's your first 13 points. Then at 16 points we go with survivability expert, and then you've got 4 points to spend along the bottom line. And again, this is really down to personal preference. I mean, if we look at the artillery and we look at the high explosive cells, you can see they've got an armor pen of 34 millimeters. Now, most battleship decking, but not all, is 32. So you probably don't need IFHE, but it's an option. You could also take radio location, which would give you a lot more information about where the bad guys are. Very useful for a radar cruiser, if you ask me. Very useful indeed. Also, top grade gunner is a good pick if you want your guns to reload that much quicker when there are enemy ships in proximity to you. And then with your last point, well, let's have a look at the main battery rotation. They're quite slow, aren't they? 34.5 seconds. So you would be justified in taking grease the gears. You also would be justified in consumable specialist because that brings down the reload time of your radar and your AA defense, which is useful, especially for the radar. You could take incoming fire alert to give you that much more information about who's firing and when, to help with avoiding incoming enemy fire. Those would be all good picks for your last 1 point. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I did making it, and I hope you've picked up some tips and hints on how to play the Buffalo. Thank you all very much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you very much. Thank you.